Cathleen Johnson, and I am a family and consumer science teacher. So this class is born out of the inspiration from DIY projects and my obsession with fixer-upper and Property Brothers. So I thought, let's do like a flea market flip. So instead of calling it flea market flip, I decided to call it creative repurposing. We talk about the landfill situation. They watch a video of what's happening to animals in the sea, and just how the landfill situation is affecting our environment. I want them to go home and just start looking around their house. Look in the garage, look in the basement, look in the furnace room, up in the attic, and get a list. And then they come back and they share that, and they start to try to develop a concern with their teammate. Like, what are you noticing at your house? What am I noticing at my house? Then they decide what they, maybe take one of those things off their list and develop a project.
For our project, we did upcycling, so we started with Coke bottles that we got from Marigold Days, and we decided that we wanted to turn them into lamps. So we drilled a hole through the bottom, and my grandpa helped us wire them. So we brought a wire through the bottle and put a socket on top, and then we decorated 8 lampshades, 2 of them each being based upon a theme season.
We first started with 2 pallets that were going to go to waste from my dad's work. We first constructed the table, then we worked on sanding and doing the finished staining on it.
We kind of like found an inspiration in like a rustic kind of theme. We wanted to make a table, like something for daily use you could use. So like with Amber's dad having pallets, we thought, like, why not make a project out of it instead of waste.
We took drawers and we attached legs to them so that it could stand on its own and things could be stored in it more easily. And then we painted the drawers and then spray painted the legs and added some finishing touches to make it more unique.
We wanted to make it like more kid-like, so we made the legs shorter so a child could play with something like it. And it was for storage and for playing with, so they had more opportunities with it.
So we thought, because a lot of kids, especially younger kids, they like to play with and build things like with Legos. So we thought it'd be a good idea to make one Lego themed. So we added a Lego base to the bottom of one of the drawers, and we added Legos to the knobs so that it would kind of go together with the theme. And then to stage it, we added Legos to make it seem like how it would actually be if you used it.
We had this old dresser that was sitting in my garage that never got used, so we decided to turn it into a baby dresser.
We had to sand everything down, and then we stained it, and we actually painted some of the things baby blue. Then we got baskets, and we took one of the drawers out and we put the baskets in there.
We had to work together to find out what we all wanted to do and what we were all interested in. So I think that really will help us in the future, not being able to just do one thing, to have like many decisions.
And like responsibility, because it was up to us to like take something that could have been thrown away and make it to like have a new life, and that it looked like presentable for people to buy.
I think it made it fun because it was a lot of free range and we were able to do what we wanted to create instead of something that was forced upon us. So we were like able to choose what we wanted to do and how we wanted the outcome to be. I think critical thinking was a big one because we had to come up with the idea and build off of it, so it was like our own and very unique and something that no one's ever done.
Yeah, and we definitely had to be very creative too, and making it something that people would want to use, and making it kid friendly, and making it so that it was, like she said, not something that you see every day.
Probably the major ones are creativity, collaboration, and maybe critical thinking, because you really had to decide like whether or not you'd be able to pull off that project, and to be able to pick people who you know you can work with. and get a good outcome.
Definitely creativity, because we had to come up with like a new way to make a dresser, from taking off the top drawer to make it into a new dresser.
And collaboration, because it wasn't just the two of us. We had to go and talk to our teachers, and we had to ask other people about things. This project's definitely changed my point of view, because it was just kind of this dresser that really there was nothing special about it, and we turned it into something that a lot of people were really excited to see, and I think that kind of made us like really proud of ourselves, and